Oh my goodness, I was muted the whole time. Sorry, I scrolled all the way back up to see what the comments were. Oh my goodness, this is so embarrassing. Can you guys hear me now? You guys should hear me now. Right, let me just start all over then. Let's just, yeah, you know what, I'll just start like this. Hello everybody, today is a solo stream, and basically what's been going on is that I'm going to be here streaming for myself, and Rosie and Liam are not going to be here because Rosie right now is at Gamescom. So she's going to be there for Thursday, and she's going to be there for Friday as well, but probably Friday she's going to travel back. So not really sure, but yeah, if you see someone that looks like Rosie walking around on Gamescom, that's probably because she's actually there. And we have Liam, obviously, who, who is now on a holiday right now, enjoying a fish and chippy at the beach. So he's not meant to be here, but I did spot him in the chat. He is actually here. I don't know why he's doing that, but he's apparently here as well. And yeah, I'm just going to quickly say hello to everyone. I'll just go super quickly through, so I'm sorry if I missed your name, but I literally just started notifying all of them. But yeah, we got the Iceman, Chocobo Reader, Taser over 9,000, Direwolf 1412, Mr. Fujiko, Natalie Mundy, Zarek 002, Lomo, Mr. James Ether, Karaya. Who else do we have here? We got Direwolf. Yeah, and we had Alex Squiddev over here as well, who I just looked at the camera and said he was the maestro of Saturday. He made a wonderful barbecue for all of us, and it was absolutely lovely. So thank you so much for that one, Alex. I hope you had a great barbecue and birthday in the end. Stewie's older brother's here as well. Hello. Aries Aston is here as well. Hello, Aries. Yeah, apologies for the mute and whatsoever, because I scrolled all the way up when you guys were talking mute chat. So that's fairly what was going on. But yeah, Megan is here as well. Hello, Megan. And yeah, so basically the reason why we're doing this today is because for a long time we saw this one coming. We knew obviously that Rosie was going to go to Gamescom. We knew that Liam was going to go on holiday. So there was just going to be a slot where I just basically get to orchestrate what we're going to do. And when we made that plan, I was also coincidentally in a phase of trying out like the classic Pixel remaster games, because Rosie was playing Final Fantasy 16, and I love that game. But the problem with that is that Rosie was constantly gone, and because she was constantly gone, I just had such a craving for playing Final Fantasy. So I was like, well, we still have the Pixel remasters to go through. So I was like, you know what, let's just check these out. And I just kind of got addicted to them to a point where I've now landed at Final Fantasy 6. So I'm super excited to check that one out. Let's see, I see Natalie Money say, finally I can hear Nico. Archer Pressure, you asked a question about what song that was. You were referring to Final Fantasy V Ahead on Your Way, I think is what the song is called, but it's the first track in Final Fantasy V. It's a absolute banger, and yeah, I love that game. So yeah, what is it? Mary Breakover says, hello guys, 37 degrees over here, and it feels like 47. It's lovely 22 degrees here in Bristol, so I'm doing fine. We've got an aircon here in case it gets really warm, but I don't think that is going to happen. But yeah, we have Camposaurus says, Final Fantasy 6 is the best. Can't wait to eventually get the Pixel remasters. Yeah, I'm going to go quickly into a little history lesson for you all, because you're probably wondering what my experience is with Final Fantasy. So there are two games that I would consider that the ones I started with. So I'll start with my first one, which is on the shelf, by the way. By the way, there's loads of Final Fantasy memorabilia around here, as you can see. So yeah, if you spot them during the stream, just point them out or have some fun with it or whatever. Like, I just thought, you know what, let's just celebrate today that we're doing Final Fantasy. So yeah, my first Final Fantasy was actually this one. So what happened is that I was looking for a new game to play as a kid, and the problem was that I wanted something to be cheap. So obviously the Game Boy Advance was like last year's model at the time. So they were trying to get rid of their stock. And one of the games they had to get rid of, and probably some of you guys are going to be shocked in the chat for this, is Final Fantasy V Advance. So Final Fantasy V Advance here, I got for a $5, like coincidentally the same as that one, right? But yeah, this is like in absolute mint condition. And I bought it because I was curious about Final Fantasy. I didn't want to take the plunge because I never really liked RPGs back in the day. And I played this for 2 hours. Really enjoyed it, but it was too long for me at the time. So I just stopped playing it for a long, long time. So this basically got shelved until I felt ready to play it again. So then it was 2017, and that was the day when I had the PlayStation Vita, and I was trying to start to buy like loads of games for that digitally. And the game that I bought at the time was Final Fantasy VI, which is what I would consider my first true Final Fantasy game. This is my PlayStation 1 copy. It's not the one I played with. But yeah, this is just for demonstration. But yes, I played Final Fantasy VI, the PlayStation 1 version. Not a lot of people are going to be happy with that because of the loading times. But I persisted because I had basically 2 hours to kill every day in a train because I had like immense commutes at the time. So I played Final Fantasy VI. And that is the Final Fantasy that I would consider my first true Final Fantasy game. So, it's also, by the way, my favorite. Coincidentally, like, this happens quite a bit in the Final Fantasy franchise, where your first one tends to be your favorite. And what makes this copy special, so not only is it actually a Dutch copy, but as it says over here, if you can't read Dutch, it says that it has a playable demo in it. And what makes this super interesting, like, look, chat, look. You never get to see this. Not only does it have a PS1 game in it, it has a demo of Final Fantasy X in it on the PlayStation 2. So you basically get a PS1 and a PS2 game inside of a PS1 game, even though that makes no sense, because if you have a PS1, which you're buying it for, I presume, you wouldn't be able to play the PS2. Now, it does work backwards, of course, but, you know, that was just interesting observation, because I don't think there's a lot of games that do that kind of stuff on the PS1. Yeah, I'm just going to read some comments out quickly as well. Stu Sharp says, I was going to guess Final Fantasy X as it was the first one that caught my eye. No, I didn't grow up with the PS2, actually. I caught up with the PS2 like 10 years down the line when it came out. And Final Fantasy X was also a game that I haven't really properly played, but I have watched it with Rosie and to the point where we finished the game. And 10 is indeed like highly regarded on my list as well. We got Byron over here. Hello, Byron. Says, I have the Super Nintendo version of it as Final Fantasy 3. Wonderful. I wish I had that, but obviously here in Europe, we didn't get Final Fantasy 3. We got Final Fantasy 6 much later, which is actually, I think that's actually this copy. Oh, hold up. It's actually this copy over here that is the one that we got in the end. Let's see, what other people are saying. Final Fantasy VII was the first one I had back on the PS1 24 years later, and I still have yet to complete Final Fantasy VII. You are seriously missing out. Final Fantasy VII is fantastic. I played it, finished it on the Nintendo Switch a couple of years ago. I think it's when the pandemic started, and it was brilliant. It is a fantastic game. Yeah, and I got loads of other memorabilia around here. We got some chocobos over here that are lovely sleeping over there. We got a Vivi over here as well that I put on display. It's Rosie's Vivi that she got for Christmas. She's very proud of that one. We have Hobbitalion in the chat. Hobbitalion, you've just missed out. We had the opera scene of Final Fantasy VI in our mixtape. And what I did for that one is, in the Pixel Remaster, they've added loads of cool extra tracks to the game. And what they've done with that is that for every language that you can play the game in, like Korean, Japanese, English, Spanish, Italian, German, and I'm forgetting, I think French is the one I forgot. And basically, they've done the entire opera scene in that language. It is incredible. The Italian version is really good as well, by the way. But yeah, that's expected opera Italy, of course. But yeah, Stu Sharp says, Vivi is best boy. Vivi is an incredible character in Final Fantasy IX, and I can't get enough of him. He is so sweet, and without telling you anything, that story is also incredible. His character story, without going in depth about it, because honestly, like if you don't know anything about Final Fantasy IX, it's incredible. It's basically my number 2 Final Fantasy game. Stu's Older Bro says Taser did Pixel Remaster fix that. Hold up, Taser did Pixel Remaster fix that and put the proper games in proper order. Yeah, they basically done Final Fantasy 1 through 6 and just named them exactly how they are. So you don't get like Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 6 or whatsoever. And that's also the curriculum I'm going to be using today. So, you know, Final Fantasy 1 is Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 3 is Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 3 is not Final Fantasy 6 over here. So yeah, if you're wondering, like, if that sounds a bit confusing, that's now what you know, if I'm going to be referring to Final Fantasy 3, because there's a couple of things to say about that one too. Lou is here as well. Hello, Lou. Says, oh, hot dang. Hey, Nico. I have never seen anything of Final Fantasy VI, apart from Kefka, at a drag show, so I'm very, very ready for this. Kefka is an insanely cool villain. You love to hate him. And what's great about it as well is that if you give 81 bits you will have the Kefka laugh, the famous laugh. He will show up on this stream. There he is. There he is. Kefka and his evil laugh with the sand on his boots that he gets angry about. I remember that. He's an incredible character. Mr. Phoenix says, Cyan is also not useless in Pixel Remaster. Now, I'll be honest with you, Mr. Fuzigo. I play Final Fantasy VI casually. I know that all these characters have their qualities whatsoever, but I couldn't tell you if Cyan is bad or not. I really like using Cyan, but I can't imagine that if you have to wait for his turn to happen, that it could be quite frustrating for your setup. But yeah. Yeah, Lou says, my God, what a laugh. Yeah, so the Pixel Remaster. So I'll quickly show you guys what I've been up to with it. We're not going into game yet, but I do think it's probably worth sharing with you. So we've got the Pixel Remasters over here. Got 6 ready to boot. But yeah, let's go quickly into my trophies. Now, I will warn you, I'm very bad at navigating the PlayStation menu. So, but yeah, as you can see, I've got the Platinum for Final Fantasy 1, which, by the way, incredible game. 1987. This game came out 36 years ago by now. It is so good. It is the first Final Fantasy game that just gets the thematics quite nicely well. And I'm really curious now to play like games like Ultima and Wizardry and see how that inspired Final Fantasy. And yeah, I really enjoyed my time with it. In the Pixel Remaster. Final Fantasy 2. Now, whoa, I know there's going to be a lot of people that don't like hear this, but if you don't like the grind in Final Fantasy 2, I have good news for you. This game has loads of boosts, which you can basically enhance your experience with it. So you can now have like 4 times the amount of speed with leveling up, 4 times the amount of, gil, 4 times the amount of, experience and stuff. It basically makes the grind a whole lot easier, and I can imagine if you were playing the original Final Fantasy 2 that it was quite a burden. We have Final Fantasy 2 over here as well. Let's quickly show it. This copy over here, I think this is the one that you kind of want to avoid when it comes to the difficulty. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed my time with Final Fantasy 2. Shockingly, right? But things that I think Final Fantasy 2 did incredibly well is it was one of the first games to also obviously get the thematics down of like oppression. Oppression is a big thing in Final Fantasy. There were iconic deaths as well in that game, which I think Final Fantasy is also a lot about. It has romance in it as well, which I also think is pretty cool. And yeah, there are just some moments I really felt for the characters in that game. And I was like, this is 1988. Like, I think this is when Super Mario Bros. 2 came out. Yeah, like, to put it in perspective, right? People were plucking radishes out of dreams. Meanwhile, Final Fantasy is trying to build worlds with living characters in it and stuff. Yeah, I really enjoyed my time with Final Fantasy 2. Mr. James Ethan says, I had Origins. That's how I played Final Fantasy 2. Chocobo also says Final Fantasy 2 was the first with the Chocobos. Yeah, you'll be happy to know as well that the Final Fantasy 2 has a shortened version of the Chocobo theme. Final Fantasy 3 extended it. And in the Pixel Remaster, they've added the full theme in for the arrangement versions. So yeah, Clockhat says, did you get my game request the other day? Legacy of Kain Defiance. Yes, we've noted it down, Clockhat. Thank you so much. Final Fantasy 3. Now, this one I was pleasantly surprised with, and I kind of wish we had another game like Final Fantasy 3, because one thing I really enjoy about Final Fantasy 3 is its goofiness. It is very silly. It is very fun, so to speak. It's like when you play a game like Final Fantasy 7 or 16 or even 8 for that matter, they're very, very serious in their tonality, whereas Final Fantasy 3 is a lot more lighthearted. Combat also is incredible in that game. Love the job system in it. It is a bit unbalanced here and there, but it's a lot of fun to like kind of switch them around and see where you go with it. Also, soundtrack is incredible in Final Fantasy 3. Like Nobuo Uematsu has done an incredible job with that one. Also laying the foundations with it. I felt like when I was playing Final Fantasy 2 and 3, that 2 was like the spirit in its story that you expect in a Final Fantasy game, and 3 was like the combat that you now grow to love in the other Final Fantasies. Now, I've also completed Final Fantasy 4. As you can see, I did that in the middle of my Cuphead playthrough, and Final Fantasy IV was so good. Oh my goodness, I loved my time with Final Fantasy IV. Final Fantasy IV is the blueprint Final Fantasy. It is exactly what a Final Fantasy game needs to be. It has great characters in it. It has great romance in it. It's funny. It's serious. It's dark. It has moments of sadness. It has moments of joy in it. It's got the crystals in it, of course, with fun spins to it as well. If you want to know who my favorite character was in that game, I'd probably give it to Edge, funny enough. I thought it was really comedic. But yeah, fantastic game. Loved it. Also, I was super surprised. I won't spoil it, but there was a moment in Final Fantasy IV where I had a moment of shock because I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe the game is willing to go this far. Like, it's just, like, I can say at least this much, but there's basically just a death in it, and it really shocked me when that happened. And, yeah, I think people know which one it is, but, yeah, I loved my time with Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster as well. Now, I haven't beaten Final Fantasy V yet. I ran out of time with that one because basically I tried to complete them as well, so you have to kind of strategize a little bit around it, and the blue magic in that game really devours your time, as well as a 300 number bestiary in it. So Final Fantasy V is a bit on the back burner for that one, but I have been playing, as you can see, lots of it. I'm at the halfway point of the game, and what a terrific game. Like, I think Mr. Fujiko said it in the Discord. He said that Final Fantasy V is quite underrated, and I have to agree with that one, because Final Fantasy V has such an incredible combat system in it. I love the combat in that game. The only problem I had with it was that the class system it's a bit clumsy how you have to switch them around constantly, because sometimes you just want to use like white magic, but then you have to change your classes around. Final Fantasy III does this as well with the Thief, where you can switch them around so you can use them to unlock things. But yeah, Final Fantasy V is really heartwarming as well. It has great characters in it as well, and definitely one you don't want to skip out on. And that basically summarizes my entire experience about the Pixel Remaster, and that is that I'm extremely pleasantly surprised about them. So, as I said, my reference point is Final Fantasy VI to Final Fantasy X. I've been playing loads of them, of course, with Rosie, and I've always kind of like skipped 1 through 5, and a lot of people are going to be like that too, because 1, they were hard to get, and 2, they're obviously a lot more old-fashioned, so you might think like, ma, this is not really like what I'm after. But I can confirm to you, don't miss out on them. They're fantastic. You can get them on Switch, on PlayStation, and stuff as well. They're absolutely great. I'm going to go back to the webcam as well. And there's another thing I wanted to say as well about the Pixel Remaster, because you guys might remember that I said, hey, you know what, I'm going to try to get a copy of the game. You know, there was like a PS4 copy of it, and I'm really sad to inform you guys, but it never arrived. It just never arrived. It never arrived. It got stolen in the post. My copy got stolen in the post. Can you believe it? And you want to know the worst thing about it all? You want to know the worst thing about it? Have you actually looked up how expensive a PS4 copy is of Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster? You will be shocked. You'll be shocked to know how much it is. I was like, okay, you know what? If I'm going to have to bite the bullet, I'll have a look around online, see how much it is. They're £500! They're £500. Like, yeah, exactly. Nearly $300. It's insane. Like, people are just going mad over it. And it completely soured my mood for it. So I was almost able to own a copy of it, but I got stolen. So I never got it. Square never was able to track it down because it wasn't tracked. It wasn't a tracked order. So yeah, it's lost. Someone else has it now. And yeah, sad face for me. It happens, you know. But it's a shame it had to happen on a really expensive game. So yeah, I had to get that off my chest as well. Right, let me just look for my notes, see if I've been through everything as well. Yeah, I think I've been through my notes at this point. Thank you all so much for listening to my rant. I see that you guys have been very chit-chatting in the chat, so I'll see if I can respond to a couple of them. Flame Beacon says, hello. Hello, Flame Beacon. How are you? Kevin Scully is here as well. Go on, Scully. Did you know, guys, that Kevin Scully has actually done it? He's actually beaten Sekiro, all bosses, without dying in an entire one playthrough. It's insane. Kevin, if you still have that VOD, I would highly recommend you highlight it on your stream so you can show your e-badge to other Twitch streamers to be like, look, I did that. Or you can just send them my way because I witnessed it. So yeah, what else do we have here? We have Stu's older brother says someone stole my PS4 copy. Oh no! Flame Beacon says, I sir, Rosie and Liam aren't messaging with you and hiding it. No, they wouldn't. I think the jig will be up at this point. They would never. Archduke says bad luck. Yeah, it does happen. Two more things as well quickly for this stream. We not only do obviously have the Kefka thing, we also have special emotes in place. You've got a little laughing emote of me in Final Fantasy VI. If you want to use that one, feel free to use that one. And obviously we have Edgar's little pose when he's all like... So yeah, I thought it was also fun to add that one in as well. So yeah, I don't know for how long I'll be going because I had a lot to talk about. I think I might go for half an hour to maybe even an hour longer, but I'm not entirely sure about that one because no one can stop me today. J. Olivia's here as well. Hello, J. Olivia. How are you doing? Kevin Scully says, it's bizarre that it was a limited release. Such a weird move from Square. Yeah, they sometimes just do that. Like, there's like good Square, bad Square. And it really sucks when there's moments like that because they also did it like at 6 in the morning on a Sunday. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. Like, who's up at that point? Well, I was, because I literally just woke up, looked at my phone, and I saw on Twitter that it was live. That was the only reason how I knew about it. Because it was sold out like the next hour. So it was pretty bad. So yeah, yeah, that's my little story about the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. Play them; they're great. You can play them on PlayStation. You can play them on Switch. Ooh, we have TRG over here, who says, "Happy Wednesday, you lovely bakers." Thank you so much, Carl. Hope you're doing well, Daddy Carl over here. How's Luna doing, Carl? Let me also note down a couple of people real quick. Because we also obviously have the Book of Eternityyy, which I won't go through, don't worry, because otherwise we'll be stalling all day long. Yeah, Karaya, I've noted you down. Archduke of Prussia. Is anyone of you going to Gamescom in the next few days? I went to Gamescom in 2018. I thoroughly enjoyed my time at Gamescom. If you're ever going to Gamescom, it's also definitely worth telling people you're going to Gamescom because when I did that, I noticed that there were actually a whole lot of people who would love to hang out with you or play games with you because, yeah, loads of people are going. But yeah, Gamescom is fantastic. I love my time with it. So yeah, I've got Miss Donnie down. I think I've got everyone at this point. Yes, I do. Right, we have Lou says, I'm not going to Gamescom, but I'm going to EGX in October. Nice. We are thinking of going as well. What is it, EGX? We're in the planning phases of that one. We need, like, just a little bit more confirmation to know, but we're either going to go on the Thursday or on the Friday. Liam and I are definitely going, but it obviously begs the question if Rosie can make that one as well. But yeah, you're definitely going to get me and Liam at one day as well. Liam is here saying, just chatting stream, Nico? No, I just had so much to talk about. Chat's probably like, he just keeps talking. He just keeps talking. He doesn't stop talking. He's not playing Final Fantasy. And it turns out that everyone is just loving it because we've got 70 views in. Oh, that's the last thing, the final thing. Final. But that's the final thing I'm going to talk about with you guys. Because I showed Liam our numbers. I wish I had like a screenshot for you guys to show. But I showed Liam our numbers, what we've performed on BuddyGames. And I can confirm that we have now hit an average of 73 viewers on our record, and you need 75 in order to get partnership. Now, I can't force people to come over here, and you definitely shouldn't because this is it's a buddy environment, not a hostile environment. And basically, I want to do a little trade-off with you guys. So, mods, if you can have a poll ready for this one, because Ape Escape on the Loose is out. you might have noticed, it's a PSP version of Ape Escape, and you can get a platinum for it. So last year we did that for, or maybe no, it is last year. We did that for Ape Escape on PlayStation 1, and it did incredibly well. And I want to do it again. I want to do it now for Ape Escape on the Loose, which is basically the same thing, but the PSP version. Now, there's a bank holiday coming up, and that means that I'm going to be playing that one on Monday, hopefully, if you guys want to. And then hopefully we can crank that number up just a little bit so that we can just hit that 75 mark and maybe even inquire for partnership. So, Lee, could you ask people, would you like to, for us, would you be able to join a Monday stream of Ape Escape on the Loose? It will basically happen in noon, probably like 12 o'clock-ish or something, and it will start, and then it will just go all the way until into the evening. I'm estimating it's going to be an 8-hour stream, but yeah, if you guys are up for me playing that one, in the hopes that maybe we can push the number just a little bit higher to hit that partnership, then that would be much, much appreciated. Liam says, I'll pop it into the Discord, no worries. Dominus has already platinumed to 2 other PSP games that came out this month. Also, chat, I want to point out Domino over here, right? Domino over here. He is an absolute champion of Final Fantasy. Not only does he have all the trophies that I have for the Pixel Remaster, he went above and beyond, and he got basically every single platinum for a mainline Final Fantasy game. I think he's got them all. Might be missing 1 or 2, but I'm pretty sure he has 1 all the way to 16 in the pocket, which is incredible. Rosie's here as well. Hello, Rosie. Rosie, you're in German. I mean, you're in Germany. Sorry, you're in Germany. Can you give me your best German? I trolled Rosie when right before I went. I said to Rosie, if you're going to go into a dining place in Germany, you should say, tut mir leid, aber deine Currywurst schmeckt schrecklich. That's what I said. And then Rosie's like, oh, okay, I'll remember that. And I said, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that in Cologne. You'll be kicked out. You'll be punished. You'll be thrown into the Shadow Realm. So yeah. Archie says, would you be interested in the Medieval Resurrection stream as well? I would be. We're probably going to do something like that for October more than anything. But yeah, anyways, I stalled for long enough. Let's actually start playing Final Fantasy VI, shall we? Let's go. Let's go. Right. Channel redemption points as well. You can do them, obviously, but remember, this is a one team normally. We've created everything around BuddyGames to make it fit for multiple people. So I'll try my best. I also want to stream myself, obviously. So I'll try to keep the energy up and see if I can pick up with anything. Hydrate says Stu Sharp. I see that. I'll hydrate quickly as well. I got my tango already, but it's not been redeemed yet. So I'll have to make do with this. Thank you all so much for listening to my incredible rambling, because it's about time we start playing Final Fantasy VI. So yeah, just a little note as well. This is my very first time playing the Pixel Remaster.
Here goes.
I have been Girl of Fire. Thank you so much. It says, here goes. I was almost tempted to get rid of that one because I didn't get the feeling people wanted to use that one. So thank you so much for using it. Yeah, so I haven't played this version yet. I'm going to go completely blind into it. But obviously, I have played Final Fantasy VI. I know the core game. I know what's going to happen. This is going to be a new experience for some people in the chat. So please try to keep it spoiler-free as well. And yeah, let's see what Final Fantasy VI has to offer as my favorite Final Fantasy game. Let's go. Did I say tested terrible? Oh, tasted terrible. There we go. Yeah, I had a feeling that schmacht was was tasting. Choco Video says Nico being a rascal and telling Nico Rosie naughty stuff again. Reveler, thank you so much. We've got chocobos in the background, by the way, in case you haven't noticed yet. Thank you so much for the bits. Oh my goodness, listen to this chat. Turn the game up a little bit for you all. Oh my days, look at this. Yes! Final Fantasy VI! That looks cool. Thank you so much, Karaya. We got Lesidolv in the chat as well. Hello, welcome to BuddyGames. My name is Nico. Normally we are a team of 3. That's why it's called BuddyGames, but both buddies right now are off, so I'll be filling in the slot for today. Hope you're doing well. Karaya, you're also going in the Book of Eternityyy. Thank you so much. And we have Chibi Korok in the chat as well. Hello, Chibi Korok. How are you doing? We're playing Final Fantasy VI. We just started, so you came in at the right moment. Oh my god, this is already so cool. Hobbit says, that's some spooky music. Yeah, this is an ominous game. As chat was already discussing. Oh, we're definitely changing that font, chat. We are changing the font. Don't worry. We ain't keeping it. I think I'm going to have to let this play out. No, I think I could just skip this one because it will happen in the game. I believe. I'm really sorry if it doesn't. Right, so quickly let's go into the menu. Let me just move myself over here so we can see the menu properly.
Can you find my
Hunger?
Please. We have, what is it? Miss Donnie over here. Thank you so much for the bits. Saying, can you find my sheep? Let's change it to classic. So this is already one of the improvements that they've made. This font is just so much better already. Square Enix, I love your games, but please, as a designer myself, please, just... could you please just try to get fonts that fit the style of the game? If it's going to be 16-bit or 32-bit, we would appreciate it if the fonts were alias, not anti-aliased. It just looks so much better, more immersive. Yeah, there's no nice way of saying it for me. I'm going to keep the music on arrangement as well, which is the Pixel Remaster version, which you can already hear. The arrangements are very faithful to the original experience, in my opinion. I've listened a lot to Final Fantasy VI in my free time. Sorry, I'm looking for one thing. Oh, that's another thing as well. I won't show you now, obviously, but you can also look into the menus for, like, concept art and whatsoever. It's really cool if you're fanatic about one of these games. No, that's going to be in the menu itself. Okay, let's go, chat. I'm going to move myself back where I was. The ancient war of the Magi. When its flames at last receded, only the charred husk of a Ross... Need to talk fast. In the 1,000 years that followed, iron gunpowder and steam engines took place of magic, and life slowly returned to the barren land. Yet, there now stands one who would reawaken the magic of ages past, and use its dread power as a means by which to conquer all the world. Look at it. Look how good that pixel art is. Also, whoever is criticizing the pixel art, I've got a very fun thing to say. The original pixel artist for the original Final Fantasy game, all the way from Final Fantasy 1 to 6, has done the pixel artwork for... No, it has been the art director for the Pixel Remaster. So the people behind this, who literally made this, have made the Pixel Remaster art. So if you don't like it, then I don't know what to tell you at this point. Music is a bit louder than me. No worries, I'll tone it down a little bit. I'm sorry, I just love the music in this game. There's the city. There you go, there's your first Biggs and Wedge reference as well. I think this might be the first one to start it. Hard to believe it. Oh. Bah! Probably just another wild goose chase. I don't know. They wouldn't have us let us use her unless they were confident the intel was good. Ah, yes. Our witch. I hear she fried 50 of our Magitech armor. Soldiers in 3 minutes. Kind of makes your skin crawl, doesn't it? Relax. With the thing on her on her head, the girl won't even breathe unless we tell her to. We'll approach from the east. Move out. It was originally Vixen Wedge. Thank you so much, Domino. I didn't know that. Oh my goodness, look at this. me turn it up a little bit. They added the, what is it? The credits back in as well. Those were not featured in the mobile phone versions. I cannot stress how cool this is. I want to talk so much about this. There she is, Kazuko Shibuya. The original, the OG. She has her own book as well. Highly recommend it. Hope Italian says the music is gorgeous. Yeah! Bear, thank you so much for the sub. Oh my god, this is so good, chat. I'm sorry. I always love the little lights in the distance. It's such a tiny detail, but it adds so much flavor to it all. Oh, TV, the music is fantastic. It's probably like Uematsu's best work when it comes to the Super Nintendo. It is so good. The girl takes point. And don't waste time on the riffraff. Remember what we're here for. Let's move. We're in Narsh. Right, here we go. And already, like, you have this channel on the Super Nintendo, and it's just white noise, and it's basically white. To explain white noise, it's like that. And what they do with it is that they pitch it up and down constantly, so you get this this kind of noise with it, and that's what create that like windy effect on the Super Nintendo. Sound design is just so good for 16-bit. The Empire got no business here. Mr. James Ethan says he's going to lurk for a bit. Enjoy your lurk, Mr. James Ethan. Now, this is going to be a challenge, because I have no clue where to put myself. Let's see. I think I might put myself here for the time being. And another thing that makes this game incredible is obviously its storytelling through combat. If there's one thing video games are good at, it's that, because no other media can replicate that effect. Bovino says, puppy! Yeah, we have to scare the puppy off. Are we the baddies? Imperial Magitech armor? Not even Narsh is safe anymore. Oh dear. Yeah, this is going to be a challenging one to see where we're going to put everything. Yeah, I think I'll just rest my face up here for the time being. Yeah, top right corner. Thank you so much, Caesar. This is giving me memories of Pokemon, says Archika Prussia. Oh, it's much slower in this version. The victory theme. Stop them! For Narsh! Yeah, because again, Final Fantasy III was the first one to really start to experiment with like storytelling through combat, and Final Fantasy IV really took major steps with it, but 6 went even further with it. It's incredible to see what 6 was able to do, how much further they're willing to push the franchise comparatively to Final Fantasy IV. Go fire beams. So, chat, what is your favorite, what is it, Final Fantasy RPG? Curious to see what you guys are saying. I know that some guys were talking about it in the very beginning. Sumi says 8, Dominus is 7, Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 8, minus Final Fantasy 9. Iceman says Final Fantasy 8. A lot of 7s. Ooh, a lot of people love 7. Final Fantasy 7 forever, says Mr. James Ether. We're gonna trap now. Oh my god, there's a lot of people that love 7. But we'll keep that in mind because I do want to get the platinum for Final Fantasy 7. And I've heard it's quite easy on PS4. Referring obviously to the PS1 version that got remastered, not the remake. Alright, the sound effects as well are fantastic in this. I got the models on my shelf to prove it. Cloud Tifa, Barret, Aerith, Euphes, and Sephiroth. Waiting for Cat Sif, Sid, and Vincent. I love Sid in Final Fantasy 7. He's fantastic. 14 might be my second, though. That's an interesting pick. I know a lot of people love 14, but I would have never expected it to be like that high for some. Alright, let's just keep going. Defend the mines! But now, chat, I've got another question for you. If we're going to say, like, what your favorite is your favorite, by any chance, as well, your first Final Fantasy? I need to know that as well. I love that nobody wants to admit it. Everyone's just like dancing around it. Maybe. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 was my first Mr. James Either. Megan just full on says, yep. Richie's here as well. Hello, Richie. Hope you're doing well. According to our sources, some miners unearthed the frozen Esper in a new shaft they were digging. This must be it. Final Fantasy 7 was your favorite, but 8... No, this was your first one, but 8 was your favorite, says Purple. That might be the same case for Liam, actually. Strange light fills the air. Yes, let's use save points. Now, obviously, when it comes to getting the platinum for this game, I will probably do most of, like, the grind work in my own time. So, we're just going to casually play this game for the time being, just to fill it up. Obviously, for next week, we also have another irregular day because Liam sadly can't make it, but Rosie can, and we are on the fence between Dark Cloud or Final Fantasy 6. So, let me just quickly create a poll whilst this is going. Because I'm curious, what game would you like to see next Wednesday? Either Final Fantasy 6 or Dark Cloud. Because I know both, chat, you love both of these, but you're going to have to pick, I'm afraid. Professor says, I'll be back, as in the stream. Yes, Rosie will be back next week as well. I think she's referring to in Germany. I said, no, don't leave us. This man's not funny by himself. I'll handle this. Stand back. These robots, like, I don't know who in chat has played Mega Man X. I'm pretty sure Mary Break has. These robots always reminded me of, like, the mech robots in Mega Man X. We're not handing over the Esper. Ymir, get him. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Hold it. This thing's up. They must have trained to guard the mines. What are you talking about? You know what this is? Ever heard of a lightning whelk? It's a monster that absorbs lightning and stores the energy in its shell. Right. Whatever you do, don't attack the shell. Got it. Yeah, so we can only attack the snail head on. Oh, we should probably heal this mysterious lady over here. This is really cool because this is the first time the game teaches you, like, you need to also sometimes be patient when to attack. And I love they've done that with a mandatory boss as to, like, you know, if you can't beat this boss, then you don't know the main mechanic in the game. So right now, what you're meant to do is you're meant to wait. Right, I've got nothing to heal slow, so we're just going to have to wait. If you enjoyed the battles in the Pokemon Game Boy games, would you enjoy playing the classic Final Fantasy games? Absolutely. I find it a bit hard to compare the two, but if you played Final Fantasy IX, then that's probably like a great reference point to say, like, if you like the classic Final Fantasy games as well. We could try the top left corner. Maybe that works. Good shout, Rosie. Rosie, are you enjoying Gamescom? Another thing that makes the Pixel remasters great is, I'm not going to press it now, but if you look in the top left corner, you'll see there's like this forward button, and you can automate fights as well. Basically, the move that your party member did last time, it will just basically repeat that one. But luckily, at the same time, it will perform the moves quite cleverly. Like, let's say, for instance, it's a healing spell. Then the NPC will... oh, nice! Final Fantasy VI one. Okay, well, you know what we're going to play next week, then. But yeah, what's cool about it is that if, let's say, one character has less health than the other, then the mage was it deliberately do the cure spell on the one that needs the health the most. So the turbo function is also pretty good in the game, which I really enjoy. You have to skill Healing Force. Ah, nice. I'm curious to see if this would do anything. Rose says, I'm loving it so far. Been playing some games, seeing people, and I had a chicken curry pizza for dinner. There we go. This sound. It's so good! I love it in Final Fantasy. First boss vanquished. Oh! A saxophone in a Final Fantasy game? That's new. Right, we should probably use some health. Oh, this is a lot of fun to navigate the webcam with. Can I use the Magitech? I don't think I can. Right, I'll quickly show you as well for people that are wondering about the Pixel remasters. Look, over here you can change the style of the game. I think you already have that in the originals as well, so if you prefer active, that's another thing. If you are in a grinding session or you're trying to get particular spells, because in Final Fantasy IV, there's a character that really benefits from what is it? From gaining spell. It's a bit like Gao. Basically, like, this character will just absorb an attack from another enemy. The only problem with that is that it takes forever to grind for that. So having all these like turbo functions where you can do the things very fast or normal really helps a lot. That includes in every version, by the way. Yeah, you got loads of other functions. Oh, this is also one of my favorites. You can default to running, so you don't have to hold the button down anymore. That was also one of the reasons why I was able to do things faster. And I learned as well that you can walk diagonally in these games. Whereas in the originals, you had to just walk like in 4 directions. You can now walk diagonally over the map, which can speed up a lot of processes as well. So yeah, this is the boost. For people that don't like grinding, that don't like, challenges in video games, and just want to experience the story, you're going to love this feature because you can turn encounters on or off. You can change the experience points to 1, 2, or 4, whatever you prefer. You can even do 0 if you want to make it a challenge. That's another thing that it has. Yeah, really recommend it if you want to just speed through the game, or you just don't want to sit down with the what is it? You want to sit down with the yeah, if you just want to experience the story. Another thing as well, you have quick buttons for it as well. If you press R3, you can turn the encounters on or off. Same for your walk speed. And if you're looking for all the items in a world, you can also use a little map. Some people would consider this a cheat, but don't worry. With R2, you can just hide it. So you can do that. And if you press triangle, it would also tell you where the chest and the items are in this game. So that's another really nice feature that will make it super easy to get all the platinums for these games. So yeah, loads of little quality of life improvements that I would consider pretty great in this game. If you guys have any other questions regarding the Pixel remasters, just let me know, because yeah, I might be able to answer them. Richie's going into lurk. No worries, Richie. Enjoy your lurk. Didn't Zell play saxophone in Final Fantasy VIII? I can't recall, I'm afraid. It's been a hot minute since I played Final Fantasy VIII. Lee will be able to recall, though, but I bet someone else in the chat can too. Right, all looking good over there. Can I go in here? No, I can't. Yeah, so this is another thing I really like about this game. If you are stuck and you don't know where to go, like I'm now a little bit, you can also just turn off random encounters if you just want to speed this up a little bit. Yeah, forgive me if I seem a little bit cluttered, but there's like obviously loads of signals left and right that we have to keep on top of. So, yeah. Richie says, I'll be back and forth for a few bits to do. I've got a few bits to do to take, but take the last of my bits. Thank you so much, Richie. You're also going in the Book of Eternity. So this will be now a great moment to basically just turn off the random encounters, and now I could look around, see if I can get a grip again as to where I'm going. There we go. It's a bit confusing. Woof. So this is the Frozen Esper. Archduke, thank you so much for the 5 bits. This thing is giving me the creeps. Something's not right. The frozen creature begins emitting an eerie light. Where was that light coming from? Ah! Oh dear. What was that? Wedge? Wedge, where are you? Hey, what's going on? F in the chat for Biggs and Wedge. Whoa! Yeah, deleted. There it is, chat. Where am I? My. And I only just removed the crown. My head hurts. Terra is also grade A Final Fantasy character. Love Terra. Easy there. This is a slave crown. The others were using it to control you. It was robbing you of your thoughts, making it so that you do whatever they told you. Nico voice actor. I can't remember a thing. Don't worry. It'll all come back to you in time, that is. I believe we're going to get a title. Yeah, there we go. A mysterious young woman born with the gift of magic and enslaved by the Gestalian Empire. Terra, is her name. Oh yeah, by the way, I have a Japanese keyboard. Right, let me just press R3. That was R2. There we go. So, in case you don't know, if you weren't there, I think Rosie right now is going like quickly, because if you were there at the Millionaire stream, you would know that her name is not Texas, Rosie. It's Tara. So Rosie, stop. Yeah, we had a quiz and Rosie thought that her name was Texas. She was doubting it might be Texas. So, yeah. Anyways, her name in, in Japanese is Tina. And I actually really like Tara way more than Tina. I can't really go in depth about why. But yeah, it is very poetic, all in all. And I do love that Tara's theme is also the overworld theme, because if you know a little bit about, I think it's a Latin word, but Terra means obviously the planet Earth, so it's like the world. So to have Terra's theme have a double meaning is just like fantastic. Ted Woolsey, just fantastic as usual. Sorry about that. Impressive. I've never heard of anyone recovering so fast. You must be made of tougher stuff than most. JC says, go in depth. No, I can't, because it's related to the plot. I can't tell you that much. But if you know the plot of Final Fantasy VI, you will, now that you know a little bit of what I just said, you can probably put 1 and 2 together, and you're like, that's clever. But if you really want to know, I can let you know in the Discord, and I'll put a spoiler tag on it. Open up! We're here for the Magitech armor pilots. I could really use another person to do the voices, so I can put more effort into them. Open this door right now! Hand over the girl! She's an agent of the Empire! Leatherbound says the real question was, where's Megan from? I don't know where the name Megan is from. I don't even know where my name's come from. Did you know that Nico is a global name? People still don't know where it's from. So yeah. Stewie Old's brother says, Nico, how did you find all the chests on Mount Golg in Final Fantasy 1? I'll show you in a little bit, because you could see it on the menus when you go on the maps. I don't know if you were there when you put us working for the mines, but that's basically what I did. I turned the random encounters off and just walked all over the place until I found them all. Empire? Magitech armor? There's no time to explain. You need to get out of here. These fools aren't going to listen to reason. This way, quickly! Mystifying woman. Encountered the frozen Esperant and awakened elsewhere. Up there! So, if it wasn't obvious, Terra was wearing a headband which brainwashed her, and this Empire was able to use her as a weapon. So, indeed, we were playing as the baddies for a little bit. Also, another thing that is worth noting with these games, let me just turn random accounts off for a second. Put myself here for a second. I think it shows on screen as well. Yeah, if you look in the lower right corner, you'll see it says saving every now and then. So, if you are really scared of constantly dying and losing your progress and stuff, there is an autosave feature. So if I would die right here, right now, then I would spawn back as to where my first entrance was in a particular dungeon. So, this is great if you're, like, scrolling through dungeons. Final Fantasy 2 has a really difficult one at the very end. With all this monster encounters. So having that extra layer that protects you does help a lot. But obviously it's optional. You can also not use it. Also worth noting as well is that you can quick save in this game. And one thing that's really cool about the quick save is that it's a free slot, essentially. Like, you can use that free slot to basically just go back and forth as well. Yeah, it's just a thing that is also in the game, worth noting. Because if you're going to do make multiple saves, which some people love to do, you're going to be quite sad to know that you can only do 20 of them. So having that extra slot just in case could be quite useful. Especially if you want to get all the bestiary ones. There are definitely bits in the game, which I can't say, of course, because I don't want to spoil it, that would basically give away... basically, they will just vanish in your game. And then because of that, you could lose those bestiaries when you try to complete it. So whenever you go into like a dungeon, make a save just in case. Because thanks to all these like little things like sort of turning encounters off and the boosts that you can do for leveling up, you can basically grind your way up very quickly to that point that you've lost. That's what I did with all the games. I always had to go back to complete it. Final Fantasy 1 was the only one I didn't have to worry about. But yeah, for the sake of obviously this playthrough with you guys, I will just, you know, play casually with random accounts on, unless I feel like it's hindering the experience. Kirai says, thank God, I lost 2 hours of progress a few years ago in this game and stopped playing it after that. A few years, I say, it's almost 10 years. It's almost 10 now. Kirai, you'd like to know then as well for Rosie's side job as well as for her own stuff. We actually have dedicated memory cards just for particular games, like Final Fantasy X. Because obviously, if you want to like backtrack and you want to capture a very specific moment of a game, you want to obviously make sure you can just go back to that moment instantly. So having the cartridges, the memory cards in place for that is really useful. Chris Medical One says, I thought Final Fantasy VII only had 3 slots until years later. Yeah, I know, right? Like that's the stuff. I wish that they just had infinite. I mean, I'm not an expert on creating saves for video games. I know it's actually a really hard process to code and get right. So, yeah. I also want to quickly show as well, whilst we're here. I know I promised that we're going to do the rearrangement music. I don't think I can... Oh, I can do it here. So this is what the original music would sound like. I'll just play it for like a little bit because it is so ridiculously good. I always keep reminding people when I'm playing Final Fantasy VI that this is the same console that pumps games out like Super Mario World. And if you know the Super Mario World athletic theme, imagine that in your head. And then hearing this, hearing Final Fantasy VI, and just seeing how much more depth it has, how much more melody it has, how much more the sound orchestrated, has layers to it. Uematsu was an absolute craft in his, in creating such depth in a system that was extremely limited. Loads of musicians were quite frustrated with the Super Nintendo and the Mega Drive as to what you can do with the sound. Oh, poor Tara, look at her face. She looks so sad. Kiraya, that's how they do it. I'll go in more depth about it in a second. My sweet. Shall I do a Joker voice for Kefka? Is that the approach? Like a scrawny like voice? Alex says his music is so addictive. Didn't you already say that? Cicero from Skyrim. That one escaped me for a second. TRG, thank you so much. I have actually never played Skyrim, chat. I'm sorry. And frankly, you could say like, oh, but you were there for 12 hours. But yeah, I was. But I was also monitoring stuff. I was cooking. I was making my own sweet rolls, as you might remember. I was constantly busy behind the scenes entertaining you guys. So I didn't see a lot. The only thing I remember is that was it Lydia was constantly in Rosie's way. Right, let's try this. My sweet little magic user. With this slave crown, you'll all be mine. So was Kefka that put it on Terra. Poor Lydia, she tries. No, I didn't play at all, remember? There's a memory of it all. Good, good. Burn them all to a crisp. That's a pretty good joke, it's just silent. I mean, I try, but I don't think it's that good. But thank you for the compliment. We have some loyal buddies in the chat that would love to debunk. Gaston says, soldiers of the Empire, we stand at the dawn of a new... we stand at the dawn of a new age. The lost power of magic has returned to us. We have been chosen. The time has come for us to claim our rightful dominion over the world. Nothing shall stand in our way. Hurrah! Long live Emperor Gaston! Oh. Oh, the sprites are so good. How were they able to commit? Oh, there he is! Took you long enough. Busy with all the robbing and plundering, I presume? Ladies and gentlemen, the worst character to play with in the game, in my opinion. Sorry. Locke! Doesn't make him a bad character, though. I love Locke. But, good heavens, if he's in my team, I would love to replace him. Use his name? Yes, I do. Thieves always get tough love with me. I prefer the term treasure hunting. Yeah, I think I'll just go for like a liquid snake for him. Ha! Somatic nonsense. There's a huge difference. Oh no, I should do that for Edgar. No, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, is there something you need me to do? There is indeed. I met the girl. Girl? You don't mean? Yeah, and I'll go for like a Matt Berry. I don't know what I'm doing, chat. What voice does Locke have? You've got to help me out here. The city guard is pursuing her as we speak. This city has the strength to stand up to the Empire, but it won't use it. The people are just too stubbornly independent to join an underground resistance group like the Returners. Nathan Drake? What does Nathan Drake sound like? I tried to explain that the Empire was controlling the girl, but they wouldn't even listen. So, like a Nathan Drake. All right. So you want me? No, I can't do him. I can't do him. I don't know what Nathan Drake would sound like. He just sounds like a man to me. You know what I mean? All right. So you want me to get out of Narsh? That will be the idea. Make your way to Figaro. For the time being. Was it like Figaro? Anyone who's seen Monty Python knows rabbits are the most dangerous creatures of all. I know, I've seen them too, yeah. Mikolash for Locke. So very indeed. Very in-depth like this. Terra, do you hear my prayers? Wonderful. There's a whole bunch of them. Hold up, he has like an echo, doesn't he? Wonderful. There's a whole bunch of them. Kupo! Guys! There they are! Moogles! They are playable in this game. Moogle design is top-notch in this version. I love it. Okay, am I sticking to the Mikolash voice for him? Are we doing this? Are we doing this, chat? Moogles, are you sure you want to help?
Yeah! With which
The
rhymes up
13th
with
Time
two.
Lord. Ladies and gentlemen,
Cheers.
the 13th Time Lord has something really cool to announce. I mean, you don't, but you did announce it in the Discord because the 13th Time Lord is a homeowner as of recent. Congratulations. Super happy for you that you're off the rent ladder, so to speak. 13th Time Lord, you're also in the Book of Eternity. I'm Big Daff is here. It says, what version is this? This is the Pixel Remaster version of PlayStation 4. Use us to protect Terra from the guards. Would you like an explanation? Nah, I think I know. Right, let's go. Let's get those guards. I'm going to put you here for the time being. Bandit7512, thanks so much for the bits. Yeah, you're also going in the Book of Eternity. Oh, yeah, sorry, Baked Daff. I forgot the, I still had the original music on. Let me just fix that for you now. Just put this away. I completely forgot. I'm so used to hearing this sound that I forgot that I still had it on that one. There we go. Let's put this one over here. Yeah, they have cute names, don't they? Mogli, Mokrit, Moggy. Right, let's see if we can heal the Moogles. Do any of them have, like, magic? No, they don't. Put this one here. Yeah, Big Daff, it's basically, what is it? I obviously want to demonstrate what the Pixel Remaster does for everyone, so I've kind of decided to go with the Pixel Remaster soundtrack for it. I do agree that sometimes the original song is a little bit better in the Pixel Remasters, but just for the sake of consistency, I try to stick to, like, the Pixel Remaster version. I remember this section, says Direwolf. If you aren't careful, it's so easy to lose. Oh no, we've lost the Moogle! Oh, look how sad he is! Right, let's have a look. I have one Phoenix down. Christianity said, Moogle, no! How can you steal the swell with Locke? That might give you some extra potions. Oh no, Locke, no! I can't lose Locke! I'm screwed! Ah! Hold up, I think I can heal if I talk to the Moogles over here. No, I can't. Oh boy. Oh no. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh, that did not feel good, chat. That did not feel good. Yeah, we're playing it on a PlayStation 5 right now. But it is indeed also available on PS4, which is great. I love it when they release them on PS4 because then basically you get to play it on both systems. More people win. So yeah. I know some people actually that watch us that still have PlayStation 4. So yeah, it's fine. Oh dear, this is gonna be tough, chat. Pray for the best. PS4 and Switch, indeed. Praying that that Square is going to improve their relationship with with Xbox, and it comes to Xbox as well. That'd be great. Because I'm a big contender of the more the merrier. Alex Quinto says I only have PS1. That's not a problem at all, because you can also get this one. This is the version that I used. Not the best version, I would say. Oh no, this is not looking good, chat. Oh no. Don't tell me I'm going to lose last minute. Attack! Quick! No! Okay, what do we do now? Why are they not talking? Is this... Are they meant to do this, chat? What's going on? Oh, hold up. I can switch parties. There we go. There we go. My bad. Because I remember you can play as multiple Moogles, but I think that might be another part of the game. Molulu. Look! Leather bounce, you're in the game. Muggin! We got Muggin over here. Is Mug the best? Is Mug the Mugwell? Is Mug the favorite for everyone? Look at me go, says Megan. You even have a nice purple glow around you. Come on. There we go. Twilight Requiem. I just blasted through all my items with that one as well. We got 60 viewers as well. Thank you all so much. If you are lurking right now, if you like what we're creating here over here, please consider following us. We're trying to hit 3,000 followers, and then we're going to do Sly Raccoon. We are also doing our Metal Gear Solid playthrough very, very soon. I hope you're looking forward to that one. We're currently in the planning phases of that one. But yes, if you do enjoy our content, then please consider following us. We have loads of cool stuff on Instagram, Twitter, in our Discord. We're trying to create a brand over here. So yeah, I hope you enjoy our stay over here. Oh yeah, way more HP Chocobo Breed. I didn't see that. Tara looks so sad. So you want? So we're doing a Mikolash, yeah? Hey, you got back with us now. I'm not gonna do a female voice. That's just gonna sound embarrassing. You saved me. Save your thanks for the Moogles. I can't remember a thing. It's like my mind is trapped in a fog. Ah! You lost your memory? A man said it would come back eventually. So you've got amnesia. Don't worry. I won't leave your side until your memory returns. I'm not gonna up and abandon someone just because they lost their memory. I know, right? It's a big... I mean, Mikolash is a creepy guy, let's face it. He's got a cage on his head. He's got a cage on his head, chat. I'll keep you safe, I promise. Look at that. There's so much acting in just tiny little sprites. There we go. We've got Doctor Who over here. This is a school for the beginning adventurer. Despite all of our recent advances in technology, the outside world remains full of monsters we know little about. Here, we provide advice to travelers brave enough to face its many dangers. Oh, they're the, what is it? The librarians and stuff. I don't know what they're called in the other games, but they're always the ones that study all the time. Really, really creepy. Right. Okay, this is all really cool, but I kind of just want to save. Because I don't need to be lectured by this game. Students? Is that what they're called? Chocobo says I'm going to dip for a while I catch the taxi, but should be able to catch the end at least once I'm home. No worries, Chocobo Breeder. Hope you have a pleasant journey back, and yeah, get home safe, of course. Is that hey? Woo! Yeah, I'm not meant to go there. It's not safe here. We better hightail it south to Figaro. Right, I do remember that this was a bit tricky to properly pull off. Okay, no, that is definitely not happening. I believe there was a secret wall in this game. Or can I just walk out? No, you have to just walk out. Okay. Right, let's try this path. So look, if you press diagonally, you can walk diagonally in this game. So it's like one of those tiny little improvements that go a whole long way with these games. Nico's no student. He's the master. No, I'm definitely not the master of this game. But I do love talking about Final Fantasy. I used to not enjoy RPGs because I found them quite slow and mundane. But the older I got, the kind of more I enjoyed the fact that they were slower and that they took longer to beat. Yeah, I just kind of matured over it, so to speak. Right, I think we need to go to the castle in the desert right now. Yeah, the bunnies in the little coals, like the little sloths and stuff. Good thing Westy isn't seeing this, cry. Do you want to take this slander? Right, I wonder if this cave is the next thing. There it is! Oh, and Chocobo Breeder is just gone. Chocobo Breeder, if you are still watching somehow, look! We found it. I always make a big fuzz about when you find the first Chocobo in the games. The cave leads to South Figaro, but I'm afraid I can't let you go through. They actually make a noise in this game. In in Final Fantasy V, they make a noise if you've played them. I'm not going to steal Rose's thunder. She's the quack lady. Westy says, always watching, Nico. You were summoned, weren't you, Westy? Halt! Oh, it's you. Proceed. Right, let's go. Now, here's a character I would love to see being remade to like a full Final Fantasy VII remake level. I would love to see this entire cast. This cast could easily steal that. You mean this young woman here is... Chat, can I see some Edgar emotes? There they are, Karaya. Who are you? Oh, my apologies. How rude of me to turn back to a lady on our very first meeting. The young king of Figaro Castle, imperial ally and champion of the technological revolution. Edgar is his name. Use this name? Yes, we do. I love the Edgar emotes popping up in the chat as well. We also have another emote. We have a laughing emote of me in in a Final Fantasy VI style. That's also going to be only for this stream, so just thought I'd let you know as well. You can use that one too if you are subbed to BuddyGames. I am Edgar, the king of Figaro. Surprised that someone like me knows the king? Well, I'll catch you two later. There you are, Mr. Ethan Rivola. Thank you. So, you're an Imperial soldier, right? Don't worry. Figaro and the Empire are allies. Feel free to rest here for as long as you'd like. It is not in my blood to harm a lady. Why are you being so kind to me? Is it because of my abilities? I'll give you 3 reasons. First of all, your beauty has captivated me. Second, I am dying to know if I am your type. I guess your abilities would rank as a distant third. What a charmer. What's the matter? Guess my technique's getting a bit rusty. I suppose some girls would have felt something from those words, but not me. That's important. It's very important. Oh my god, look at that chat. Look, I'm not pressing a single button. She is frozen in this pose. That's so cool. I can't show it now because I'm solo in the teams, but if you press R1 and L1 in this game, you will be able to switch your overworld character, which is also really cool. When you're grinding and whatsoever in these games, it's really a lot of fun to replace them every now and then. Professor Juice is back in the chat as well. Hello, Rosie. Oh, Rosie said, "Quack!" in the chat. Feel free to wander about the castle. Rebel's another really creepy guy. I heard the Castolian army got its hands on something called magic. Magic. Now that Castol has the power of Magitech at his command, he set his sights on world domination. Woof. Like, when you say world domination, you have to know you're an evil guy, right? You have to know you're evil. So, welcome. Okay, that's interesting because in if you played Symphony of the Night, chat, basically these merchants in every single Final Fantasy game, 1 through 5, they all say, "What can I do for you?" And it always reminds me of the merchant in Symphony of the Night. And what doesn't help either is that when you're done, they always all go, "Thank you," as well. So it's just immediately I'm thinking of Symphony of the Night every time I see these characters. Right, let's have a look. We definitely must stock up on some potions. Ether we want to keep. Let's buy 1 tent. Another Phoenix down. A couple of these. Can't go wrong with that. There we go. Girl on Fire is having internet issues. We'll catch the rest on the VOD. Bye, buddies. No worries, Girl on Fire. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you on the VOD. Mr. Jason, are we the baddies? Ooh, here we go. We want this. Oh, we already have one. Okay. I remember Bioblaster being quite good as well. So, this is the thing that I think makes Final Fantasy VI the best combat out of all the Final Fantasy games. And that is that, what is it? Final Fantasy VI has a cast and every character, rather than you can like pick jobs for them and stuff, they have one role. They stick to one role and they're really good at that. Edgar over here, he's a bit of a, what is it? A handyman that has utilities, and his utilities can be used as a weapon towards those enemies. And that's Bioblasted me in the morning. And that's is really cool with Edgar. Now, I'm not going to spoil what the other ones do, but there's more characters in this game. They're also really cool at what they can do. Let's just buy this one as well. Thank you all for stopping by the way, with the solo stream. It is terrifying to do this kind of stuff by yourself. So I do appreciate you guys giving this a shot on this Wednesday evening. We obviously will return back to our normal procedures soon, but we have a couple of like irregularities coming up. Like as Liam already said, he has to go to London quite a bit in order to to do his job. So it's kind of just threw a bit of a wrench in the system, but it doesn't mean that we're not streaming. We are streaming obviously for you guys in other ways, shapes, and form. The ancients once wielded a force known as magic. Those who mastered the art were called magi. Or magi? What would you guys say? Magi? Music is a bit loud. Yeah, let me just lower that down a little bit. Thank you for pointing that one out. I do appreciate that. I'll just turn this one up a little bit as well. Alright, what's over here? Chocobos! The sprites look great, by the way. Because, what is it? In the other games, they stick to like their original tiny sprites. So it's really cool to see like the taller and more developed ones. Karaya, thank you so much for the bits. You're going again in the Book of Eternity. Wesley says, you're doing wicked, Nico. Also enjoyed the little show and tell at the start of the stream, too. It was an extended Nico fun fact. It pretty much was, wasn't it? But yeah, what is it? Obviously, I had a lot to talk about with Final Fantasy because I've been hinting about it a lot in Discord. So I just wanted to talk about it for a little bit. In that sense, I wish we had more time to do longer streams, of course, because I do think that just chatting would, favor really well with you guys. It's just obviously like we only have an X amount of time of hours in the day, and beyond 10 o'clock, it's quite difficult to stream. So yeah, that's our current circumstances. But obviously, with more support and more funds and whatever coming in, we can do more and exciting streams to compensate for that. As well as obviously, one day maybe having the dream that we could stream even more and maybe even part-time or something. But, as any other streamer, you got to build that up, and that's what we're doing. So we're going to try hard to create entertaining shows for you all, and that's the least we can do. The big silent conversation, says Alex Squiddev. Oh no, hold up, I should have paid attention. What am I doing? Oh dear. Whoops. That's alright. Again, you have an autosave feature over here, so no loss was made. But let's make sure that doesn't happen again. Let's go over here. Oh dear, back attack. Just as... I love the detail in the in the overworld's effects as well. That's another thing that I didn't point out is this game is in widescreen as well, so you get to basically see a much larger screen being utilized. Now you can still see that the combat fits within a 4x3, but it is much appreciated that it has that widescreen feature. I can't stop. They're evil. They're evil, Westy. They are stars. This is George 93. No longer a Nico fan. Cover Lou's eyes. Quick. Can we go in here yet? Okay, we can't go here yet. I think Edgar might be crying in the corner somewhere of his giant sandcastle. So let's try that. Let's see where he is. These good-for-nothing brigands have been locked up for thievery and worse. You'd best keep your safe distance. Yeah, because I do believe if you do talk to them, I think something can happen. Or you get too close to them. Darryl says, I wanted it to be midnight so I can buy my McNuggies. Wonderful. I could go for some nuggets right now. I haven't been able to have dinner yet, so I'll probably just heat something up quickly after the stream. I'm sorry, I can't let you go down there. It's far too dangerous. Yeah. This is the plot stopping us, essentially. I know that Final Fantasy IV does that as well with a particular point in the game where they were just like, yeah, just put a barrier there. You just can't pass that for some reason. There's no harm in resting for a bit. Right, let's keep going. Maybe there's something over here? Scholars, that's what they are. They're all over the world, be studying magic. I think we talked to these guys before because one of them explained what magi was. Man, where could Edgar be? Wait, let's look at the map. We haven't been to the location down left, so let's try that one. It's a Chocobo stable! Oh, this is a nice remix of the original. Let me teach you how to ride a Chocobo. Press confirm or up with the directional buttons to move forward. Change course by press left or right with the directional buttons. Low mode has given 15 bits. Thank you so much, low mode. You are going as well in the Book of Eternity. Press the L2. Well, shall I do a kernel for this? Press the L2 button to change the view. You can also control it at the same time as when walking. You can dismount by tapping cancel. But be careful. The bird will return to its pen as soon as you get off. Nico loves the Chocobos, but the bunnies. Conspiracy? 100 gil for a Chocobo ride. Let's test it out. Why not? Let's go on Chocobo for a bit. Oh yeah, they got a remix for this one. Sounds so 80s. The cowbells do it for me. Alright, that's Narsh. That's obviously in shambles now. We probably don't want to be seen there. Actually, let's try it out anyway. See what happens. BST Memes is here. Hello, BST Memes. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. I'm doing a solo stream on Final Fantasy VI. Let's see if Edgar is here. No, he's not. Whoops. Jesse Kid is here as well. Hello, Jesse says, could use some more cowbells. Oh, kids. How are you doing, Jesse? It's Final Fantasy Day over here on BuddyGames. Very rarely do we get to play a game like Final Fantasy because of the nature of the length of these games. So, yeah, please enjoy. I'll just quickly also do this while we're at it. Because if you like Final Fantasy, buddies, you should totally check... Oh, hold up. I did it completely wrong. Give me a second. I think I did it. If you love Final Fantasy, you should check out Jesse Kit. Jesse Kit streams loads of RPGs. He's currently going through Persona 3. on PlayStation 4, the remastered version. But yeah, she also plays loads of Final Fantasy games. She played Theater Rhythm as well. She loves playing Theater Rhythm every now and then. So if you are looking for like a night that you just want to relax and listen to some Final Fantasy music, do check her stuff out. She's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, big Final Fantasy fan over here. Do you like my chocobos over here, Jesse? Oh, what am I doing? We've tried this before. Yeah, they're great, aren't they? I put loads of copies of Final Fantasy games around as well. We have a closed copy. Well, it's kind of torn over here. A sealed copy of Final Fantasy 15 because Rosie bought this game brand new, and I said to Rosie, don't buy games brand new if you know you're not going to play them yet. So Rosie spent, are you guys ready for this? She spent £30 on this game. Now, if you go to any CEX and you're looking for Final Fantasy 15, you can get this game for like £4 or something these days. And I told her, don't buy games if you're not ready to play them yet. And yeah, she's been stalling them for 6 years by now. So if Rosie, if you're still in the chat, I just called you out on another thing that you did. Don't buy games if you're not going to play them. Don't do it. Waste of your money. Well, with new games, that is, of course. But yeah, we've got loads of games. We've got Final Fantasy X-2 over here as well, which is one that I still really need to play. I hear too many people rave about that one. Erlane is in the chat as well. Hello, Erlane. Says, good advice, but I'm so tempted to buy more games. It's more the fact that if you know you can save money on particular games, then I would recommend to wait. Bethesda games are a great example of this because Bethesda games always drop down significantly in price a year down the line. So if you know you don't have time for Doom Eternal, just wait until the game it's a year old. So then you can save loads of money on it. I still have a sealed Wii game, says Jesse Kidd. We got this lovely Final Fantasy IX, the Deluxe Edition. Very shiny. Very cool. Love this copy that we have. Probably the most valuable game that I own. Final Fantasy V over here on Game Boy Advance. Bought it for $5 back in the day, which is insane when you consider what it's worth these days. We got the PS1, all of them up here. The only one that I would say that's missing, I mean, if you want to count Chocobo Racing to them, or Final Fantasy Tactics, the American one, because obviously this is a European one. Not entirely sure about that one, but yeah, we basically have 1, 2, 4, all the way to 9 standing on the top here. We have Crisis Core over here as well. I was like, let's put a PSP game there as well. Got Final Fantasy 13 and Lightning Returns here. I also got 13 too, but I didn't have space for that. And a game I'm quite excited about to pick up one day with Rosie is this lovely metallic case of Final Fantasy 12. Look at this, chat. If you're a fan of Final Fantasy 12, you will love seeing this. Look how good that looks. And then on the back, Final Fantasy 12. I've yet to play this game, but I was so mesmerized by how good this copy looked. I was like, I need to own it. I need to own it on PS4. I don't even know if it's like a great version, but yeah. And down at the bottom over here, I've got a copy of Final Fantasy IV that I found years ago down the line. It's got the manual and everything. Yeah, also still need to play this one day. Finally found the time to play Final Fantasy IV on SNES. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot 1 says Nico also has the Pixel Remaster somewhere on Earth. That is correct. Because, Jesse, I don't think I told you this yet. So, I was one of the very lucky people that was at the right place at the right time to order the Pixel Remaster on PS4. It got stolen in the post. And I don't know if you have been looking around online to see how much that game is worth these days on eBay. You'll be crying yourself to sleep because I did. No, I didn't. But but it is worth like $300, £500. It is mad. That game is so expensive these days. And I bet you it's because people are like, well, it's got all 6 of them in there. If you want to get them physically on Super Nintendo and stuff, you'd be spending an equivalent to that. So it's like, for me. But yeah, that is what it is. It was stolen. I can't do anything about it. Yeah, so Stewie also says, same here, that cost a lot. They do, yeah. Karai says, it wasn't me, by the way. But yeah, I could have been a proud owner of the PS4 version, which I would have loved because I already knew that I was going to enjoy Final Fantasy VI, but now having grown such a huge love for the franchise, I would have loved to have a physical copy of that one. Chat, I think I need to do something here, but I'm not entirely sure. Don't know where Edgar went. I think at this point I'm open for tips, because I'm a little bit like, where do I have to go? Because yeah, this is taking longer than it needs to. Oh, is it the building to the left? Or are you referring to maybe the one on the right side? Because I think the left side is inaccessible now because of the old man. Okay, I think you're referring to the right side, yeah. Right. Do I go out from here? No. That's a bit lower then. Yeah, it's very fragile from what I remember. Yeah, it's over here. Is it there? Ah, there we go. There we go. Guided by the Blood. It says, with a tier 1 sub, has been subscribed to us for 11 months. Guided by the Blood. Thank you so much. You are also going in the Book of Eternity. It's been very quiet for the Book of Eternity today, which is quite fortunate because I'm doing everything by myself. Rosie right now is at Gamescom. So if you are going to Gamescom tomorrow and you do see Rosie running around, then you know that is actually her. So, yeah, do with that whatever you want. I don't know if she's going to be busy or not, but, yeah. If you do, for some reason, catch a minute with her, I'd say try it. Just got my Veteran Treasure Hunter trophy in Final Fantasy 1. Well done. Are you, have I triggered the, was it the excitement of getting the platinum for you? Because obviously we're talking about it quite a bit now. We've had it before where some people were like, oh, I fancy actually playing the game that the buddies were playing today. Yeah, there we go. That's what was, what is it? Miss James Ether was referring to. Yeah, I know, right? It's going mad. It's going bonkers, and it's because of a couple of reasons. One, of course, it was a very hard copy to get because you had to be at the right place at the right time. Then, obviously, you have to consider you got 6 games, technically. I know I pointed at 5, but it's like 6 games. That the Pixel Remaster has. And then you also have to consider that, that some regions didn't actually get their PS4 copy in the end. I think they got cancelled. So because of that, some regions missed out on a physical copy. I do wonder if maybe I fell under that too, but Square did clarify and say that it was because it was a lost copy. So, yeah, that was a thing. Wait, can I actually walk over this, maybe? No, come on. Come on now. Oh, I'm so brain dead. Hold up. There we go. So sorry for that. Yeah, maybe see a copy it for £5 at CX. Maybe if you brought it to CX, you'll get like a 5 for in return. Mr. James Ethan, do you have another hint? Oh, is it? No, that's the door I came out of. Yeah, I'm still looking for Edgar Direwolf. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing wrong. Oh, this is embarrassing. Is there maybe a staircase here? No. Through the throne room, maybe. Wait, are there doors in there as well? Because I know you got the merchants in there, but let's have a look. Yeah, because it doesn't really seem like there are doors through this. No, there's not. Daryl says roof. Do you mean like you want me to go all the way up here? He's not on this roof, at least. Maybe through the stores you can go? No. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing a beat here. No, there's nothing there. Can you go outside the castle, then walk to the building on the left-hand side? I could try. Because I can't go through that door in particular. Wait, chat, wait. Yes, there we go. That's what we were looking for. That's what we were looking for. Ha. His Majesty said he'd marry me when I got old enough. Edgar was a twin brother, you know. He was such a nice boy, always thinking of his family. We're about to see something really interesting. Edgar, what's wrong with Dad? Why is everyone talking about a successor? Are you blind? Haven't you seen how thin his face has become? What do you mean? Whoa, Edgar. Are you crying? Edgar's twin brother, who traded the throne for his own freedom. Sabin. Now, I know that in Japan he has a different name as well, but it escapes me what that was. I think it might be Saber or something. But yeah. Ah, yes, Sabin. I'm sure he's a fine young man by now. He was just a boy when he left, even smaller than his brother. I often wonder where he is now, and what he has been doing. So yeah, Edgar apparently was quite emotional over the state that his dad was in. I think that might have been it. Let's try the roof anyways. No, he's not on this roof now. Right. I bet we triggered something. So let's try and see if something changed now. Is there another entrance somewhere? No. That was it. BSD says there's currently a thunderstorm going on right now. Hopefully the power doesn't go out where I am. Yeah, best of luck with that one. Because that's not nice, of course. Nico, are you going overtime? Even just a little, please. No worries. I'm thinking of going at least half an hour longer. Yeah, because we've been talking quite a bit about this, about the Pixel Remaster. So I feel like I should probably just do a little bit longer for that sake. Right, let's see what this is. The coin flip thing was actually a real big thing. Let me just actually read that out. The king's brother was so disgusted by the manners of the succession that he fled the castle, never looking back. I've heard tell that the entire matter was settled by the flip of a coin. Yes, there's a big scene about that in this game. There he is. Well, how do you like my castle? King Edgar, there's someone from the Empire here to see you, sire. Kefka, no doubt. Iconic scene coming up.
Phooey! Emperor's Gestalt's stupid orders! Edgar, you pinhead! Why do you have to live out in the middle of a stinking desert? These ye reckon jobs are the pits! Ahem! There's sand on my boots!
So, Kefka is complaining. Hold on, sir. He's He's complaining about the fact that he's got sand on his boots whilst walking through the desert. That's how unrealistic Kefka is. Hierophilos is here. Favorite Final Fantasy. Someone with taste. Welcome in, Hierophilos. Final Fantasy VI isn't my favorite. And we're playing the Pixel Remaster right now for the very first time. I've played Final Fantasy VI before. What is it? On PlayStation 1, so I do know about the game. But we're just trying to keep things spoiler-free, obviously, for newcomers in here.
Pathetic idiots!
Sir Kefka, what in the world brings you
Out of my way!
Mashiyasu is his Japanese name. Thank you. There goes Edgar. You wouldn't be thinking of invading my kingdom next, would you? We have an alliance. An alliance with this miserable little sandpit? Don't make me laugh. I heard you've been busy down south taking over a country or three. Oh, hold up. Just what is this empire up to? That's none of your concern. What brings Empress Gestal, own court mage Kefka, to my humble castle?
A girl of no importance recently escaped from us. We heard she hold up. we heard she found refuge here.
This wouldn't have to do with that witch everyone has been whispering about, would it?
Lies! She merely stole something of minor value. Is she here?
That's a tough one. There are more girls in here than grains of sand in the desert. A man couldn't possibly keep track of them all.
Oh, Edgar, you know you will only stand to lose by trying to hide from us? I truly hope nothing happens to your precious Figaro.
Oh, what could that mean? A look over here. I didn't like the sound of that. Where's Terra? Take her to her room. I'd love to stay and chat, but the Chancellor and I have to have some planning to do. Being a king's not all tea and crumpets. Now, if you excuse me. Most political we've got on BuddyGames here. Goodness me. Follow me. Right, we'll follow Locke over here then. Brr, brr. Also, minor importance, minor value. Then why is the Empire sending its second highest ranked officer to find her? Exactly. Something smells here. I'm not paying you for this overtime, Nico. Says Liam. Well, you heard it here first, folks. We're going to have to pack it up. Liam doesn't like it. Sorry, I didn't mean...
Sorry, I didn't mean to drag you around like this without giving you a chance to rest. Lockrite? Edgar told me about you. Is it true you're a thief? You're a thief? I am a treasure hunter. On the surface, Edgar pretends to support the Empire. Truth is, he's collaborating with an underground resistance group called the Returners. We can go all night, chat. You heard it here first. You're just doing it for free. By the way, chat, before people start suggesting, we don't get paid. Like I said, 100% of the funds that we make on BuddyGames go straight back into it. So that's not the case right now. I served as their go-between. The old man you met in Narsh is one of us too. Oh, hold up. The Empire, but I'm an Imperial soldier. Not anymore. They were using you, that is all. Things are different now. It's just, I don't know what I should do. Whenever I try to think, it just makes my head hurt even worse. All that matters is that you make your own decisions from now on. Try not to think too hard right now. You'll know what you want to do when the time comes. But how will I know which choice is right? By the way, chat, Rosie loves it when the character sprites lay in the bed, because to her it's just so funny how the character stands up straight and just walks straight into the bed, and it just somehow it works. Huh? What in the... The castle's on fire, chat! What's going on? It's the Empire! Kefka, hey! What do you think you're doing? Bring me the girl, now! I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, then enjoy the barbecue! Fire, fire! Fire, fire! The castle is on fire! Get her ready! Yes, sire. Things just got real. Yeah, I know. This game is not a sweet little game. It's quite dark and deep when it wants to be. Had a change of heart. It seems I have no choice. Yeah, or perhaps I do. Oh my! The brave and noble king abandons his people to save his own skin. How utterly delightful. Jump! Yup, yup. There they go, and then they run off. All right, sink her into the sand. Yahoo! They should stop making castles out of it. Somehow stone burns. Stone can definitely burn. It will take just blimmin' forever, though. And you'll need a lot of heat for that. I don't think these little fires will be enough. Witness the glory of Figaro. I really hate that flammable stone, says Liam. Ah! Go! Kill them all! Hurry up! Oh, they're a bit faster than us. Right, okay, let's move the camera up here. Oh my god, this theme, it's back! Oh dear, that's not good. Okay, attack, magic, do you have cure? Oh, yes. Okay, tools, Bioblast. Let's see if that works good on them. Chat, listen to that. Listen to that music. What's the matter, Edgar? What made you jump like that all of a sudden? Did you just see what I saw? You did right? Yeah, the kid's really something, huh? Really something? That was magic! Magic! Magic? She used magic? Terra? Your name was Terra, right? What exactly was that just now?
Why is there? There's a fight going on, guys. I'm sorry. You see Locks go whoop, push someone to the side. No, we're the ones who should be apologizing. I didn't mean to make such a big deal out of it.
Nor did I. It just surprised me. I mean, I've never actually seen magic before. Where did you learn that?
It doesn't matter, does it, Edgar? Terra can use magic and we can't. That's all there is to it. The fact is, her magic could really help us right now. Thank you, Locke. Thank you, Edgar. Here we go. Bioblaster. Did it do well? Yeah, it did all right. Okay. Right, let's try fire on them. Oh, looking good, looking good. Let's try, I think, auto Bioblaster again. So yeah, this is what I mean, chat. Like, so Locke is your typical thief. You can just steal all the time. Terra is a magic user, so there's going to be lots of, like, white mage and black mage spells coming in. And Edgar's is obviously using tools, so the more tools you find in the game, the more ways you can use it to destroy your enemies, which is very creative. And down the line, you get more opportunities to use different characters at the same time. So sometimes you're limited to what you can use, and sometimes you have to use characters... what is it? You can just use characters willy-nilly, and it's super cool. Josh Jake is here as well. Is it just me, or does Nico sound like Matt Berry impression when he's being Edgar? Yeah, it is pretty much Edgar. Chocobo, you're here for the Chocobo. Was it? The Chocobo's on screen. Sorry, I tripped over your name because of all the Chocobo talk. Hello, Josh. How are you doing? How are you feeling about Final Fantasy IV lately? As you can see, we're quite at the beginning of Final Fantasy VI. What are those bad people? I'm scared. Terra, there's something that we'd like you to meet. Like I told you before, we're members of the Returners. Would you be willing to meet our leader? Magic is going to be the key to winning this war. Magic? That Esper reacted to your magical powers. There's got to be a relationship. I don't know any more than you do. These powers just come naturally to me. Sorry, I'm just laughing because of Josh Jake's comment, because it is Matt Berry, pretty much. But no human is born with the powers you have. Final boss is really hard in Final Fantasy IV, but it's so satisfying. Forgive me. What should I do? The Empire will be coming after us. They want your powers for their own. If they get them, the world is done for. Terra, you want to understand your own powers, don't you? Then I think you should meet with Bannon. He may be able to help you find out more about why you have them. Please, Edgar's right. There's a cave on the south of here that leads to South Figaro. Let's head in that direction. Right, let's go to that place then. It's this way. Look at the little chocobo. I love that the chocobo also has like these little like breaks when you turn. Look at this shot. You see that? It's quite cool. Yeah, Liam is here as well. We have Rosie as well a few moments ago. She's currently in Cologne at Gamescom. Super jealous. I love going to Gamescom myself. Yeah, hopefully one day I'll make it there. South Figaro Cave. King Edgar, what are you headed, sire?
through the cave and eastwards to South Figaro. We'll then make for the Returner headquarters in the north. Return to the castle and pass the word along. Understood, sire. Take care. Yeah, they look amazing in this game, don't they? They start to really make the chocobos larger, which I think was a good move. Like more horse length with its taller legs and less cute approach, so to speak. More horse-like, almost. It's a recovery spring. Liam is in Hastings. There you go. He just doxed himself, chat. You know where to find him. Let's see. Just Jake says, I mean, that's certainly an option too. But to be fair, I'm not far off of it. Do it. Let the cheats flow through you. Yeah, that's completely up to you, of course, if you want to use them. Oh, yeah, I had a feeling I still had random encounters off. There we go. It's all now. Right, let's move this one up here. Is everyone enjoying Final Fantasy VI so far? Oh, there's some people in the chat that have never experienced Final Fantasy VI. Let's use a tool. So I remember in the beginning of the game, auto crossbow was a favorite of mine. Because look at how much damage that does. Boom. A whole team just gone like that. Stewie says loving it. Miss Gypsy is loving it. Lomo is also enjoying it. Oh, that's great to hear, guys. I'm loving that you guys are loving it too. Yeah, obviously, we'll have Rosie over next time when we're doing Final Fantasy VI, so we should be able to show more different voices, more interesting characters, and obviously, you know, more dynamics, because when it's just by myself, I understand that some people might be a bit like, you know, it's BuddyGames was not quite what I want. But show must go on, right? There we go. Revel says, I've never played Final Fantasy VI. We'll have to give it a go after watching this stream. It's a fantastic pick. I don't know how much it is, but I do know you can also get them separately. So if for whatever reason it's more convenient for you to get either a couple of them or just one of them, that's also an option you have with the Pixel remasters. This has been a wonderful stream, says Jesse. Oh, that's really nice to hear, Jesse. I'm glad you're enjoying my terrible voice acting shenanigans. Back attack. Yeah, that's another thing that people pointed out with Final Fantasy VI, which is interesting. I don't know why they did it, but they kept the original sprites for the enemies and stuff, and because of that, the game looks quite a bit darker. I wish they kind of put time into actually make the sprites look, you know, more up to date with it. Oh, this is not looking good. Right, can I do them all of them? Yes. Let's do this. Better take that terrible. It's okay. It's just being funny is all. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can still find a pixel remaster somehow, because I would love to own these games physically. I would hate to see these games get lost over time because they are genuinely great versions of experiencing the old classic Final Fantasy games. Because obviously there's many versions you can play, and many of them have goods and bads. So yeah. I just like this one because I am a sucker for like original, the way it was meant to look, that kind of stuff. And the Pixel remasters find a really nice balance of updating a couple of things as well as adding new things in, like how the special effects and stuff they're still like pixelated and quite limited in what they show. So, and sometimes, for instance, they use meaty 8-bit-ish sounds to do like attacks, which I think adds a lot of flair to it as well.
We see this all the time with games like Pokemon, where they still keep the old sounds and people love them as well. Choco Burrito says, yeah, it's true. You're usually behind the scenes, so it's nice having you in the stream for once. See, I appreciate that, Choco Burrito, because what's funny, though, about BuddyGames is that you'd worry and fear that you would never get a turn, because obviously it's always like Rosie and Liam, and then I kind of stand in where possible. And sometimes I do my own things, obviously, as well, like with Bloodborne coming up. But... what is it? There's plenty of opportunity when you work in a team and you do twice a week and you try to stay consistent with that, because as you can see, there's always something happening, whether someone goes on holiday, has to go somewhere for work, or, you know, something happens, like they get ill because you're playing, what is it, Shadow of Memories. So yeah, there's ample of reason to for me to stand in here and there. Like, this is not a call out to anyone, of course. Streaming is hard. It's hard to stay consistent. But often than not, you do see people postponing a stream. Oh, did you see that, by the way? I saw that. But often than not, you see people postponing a stream because they have a reason coming in, like they're ill or something came in or they're tired or whatsoever. And which emphasizes a bigger problem with streaming, and that is that I believe, this sound may be a bit controversial, but I believe that only 10% of all the streams that you do on Twitch, you're mentally and physically in the right place for that. And I'm saying that because right now I didn't sleep well last night and I'm quite tired, but I'm very much enjoying this, and show must go on, right? I can always give a reason why I couldn't be streaming. So there's always something standing in the way as to why you maybe be better off to just not go. It's the same as, like, you know, going to the gym or eating a healthy dinner. It's like there's always a reason as to why you think you don't want to do it. And I think with streaming, it's a lot similar to it. So it's very nice to have a team that you can work together with if one person or the other is out of it or too tired or whatsoever. Because, you know, I know that Liam is incredibly persistent.
Keep on keeping on.
Thank you, Erlane. Very persistent as well when he's tired and he's streaming. And we have had it a few times where, you know, I just step in and I'm just like, you know, you step out, you do 20 minutes something else, or I'll just play for a little bit, and vice versa. We've had it with was it with the Platinum streams with what is it with Karashi with Rosie, where it got too much for me, and then Liam stepped in and helped out. So yeah, working in a team is it's amazing. It does help a lot with it. Yeah, exactly, Zarek, and that's perfectly fine. But it just emphasizes like how hard it is to stay consistent with a schedule. With BuddyGames is a lot easier though, because you obviously work in a team, but working in a team comes with its own struggles, like how what is it? It's a collaborative effort. So if Liam says I can't make it for 4 weeks, then we'll have to plan something around it, like what we're doing right now. And there's nothing wrong with that, of course, but that is just the way how it is. I like when Nico comes to do it on first try. Yeah, it's a little joke that we have going on, and I love doing it. Oh, Choco Breed, if you're still here, listen to this. Here we go. Sorry. Listen. They make a little squeal noise. Like with Uncharted 3, for example. Yeah, exactly. It does happen that what is it, that people just need a little break. Rosie's still here. It says, hello, sorry, I've been lurking. Had a boss fight in Dragon Quest 8, which took longer than I thought. And now I really need to go to bed. Good night, all. Good night, Rosie. Thank you so much for stopping by. And have fun is it tomorrow at Gamescom. Say hi to the big Sonic statue with the globe on its finger. I love that one. I think that's such a cool statue. Yes, exactly. Liam is 100% correct. So, at uni, I worked with plenty of people, and I've worked, I think, with like 10 different kinds of groups by now. And when you're working with them, one skill, one value that is so underrated is people that are able to do things on time or be there on time. And that's one skill that Liam is so freaking good at. He always delivers. He delivers on time. And if you have a question, he will come back to that. And that is something that I highly appreciate of him when working with him. Because again, I've worked with people that just don't show up and say that suddenly they're like very ill, and then it turns out they're not ill because they just didn't want to do it. And then I have to basically tidy up all the bits. Because it's super hard to, to manage everything by yourself. And obviously it feels fake. Like, BuddyGames is an effort of free. Like, what would it feel like if, one person did everything and one person just never tagged along? So, yeah, it's very important. Yeah, that's the thing. I believe, chat, I believe that Liam's 14 years of retail was God's plan. And I'm not a religious man, but the reason why I'm saying that is because I feel that there was a bigger reason why he did that. It's because on Twitch right now, he has so much patience. He has the time to fix things if he needs to. If people are difficult or maybe a bit offensive in chat, he's able to handle that quite easily. And that retail brain has really shaped him to be quite capable with difficult tasks. Because a lot of people, they lose their temper in streams, and it's very difficult to keep that in and be like, hey, maybe I need to give this person a second chance. Because again, when it comes to miscommunication, 60% of the time you understand each other, so that means like every seventh message you more likely misunderstand someone. So yeah, you've got that going on as well, where someone might say something and you're like, wow, that's really mean, and then it turns out that person was actually genuine, just asking a question. Sprint shoes double your speed walk. A gauntlet lets you hold your weapon with both hands to increase damage. The Knight's Code makes you shield others in combat. Dragoon boots allow you to perform jump attacks. A person can equip up to 2 relics at the same time. Also, another thing, when we were talking about Final Fantasy V a few hours ago, and a thing that I really thought was cool in Final Fantasy V is that if you've played Final Fantasy 16, you will know there's a character called Mid in it, and that's all I'll say. And it turns out in Final Fantasy V, there's also a character called Mid in it, whereas Mid is a guy in Final Fantasy V, Mid is a girl in Final Fantasy 16. So I thought it was super cool when you're playing the Pixel remasters and you're like, oh my god, this is mentioned from Final Fantasy 4. Oh my god, this is mentioned from Final Fantasy 5. Oh, this is from Final Fantasy 3. And it's just so cool to see all these, how the Creative Business Free team of Square has found all these little thingies in the Final Fantasy games and added them all into 16. It was such a tribute to all the other games. It was so cool to see. Yeah, exactly, Zarek. Loads of cool little Easter eggs. Welcome. Here we go. So yeah, these are relics. This is a thing from Final Fantasy VI, and basically you can add one little quirk on top of your character that will give them an advantage. It's a little bit like the job system in Final Fantasy V, where if you grind, you get extra skills, and then you can add those extra skills down the line to people. Whereas with this one, it's more dedicated towards specific characters, and they will just get like one little buff that they can use. And yeah, sometimes it can be super useful. I'm going to quickly go to webcam just to sync the audio up. There we go. Is it back? It's still massively delayed. Really sorry, chat. Right. There. Ooh, it's not fixed, Liam. Maybe am I doing it too fast, Liam? Is that it? But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, Josh, no worries. Take care, and thank you so much for stopping by. I know you're a big fan of Final Fantasy, so it means a lot that you have been sitting here for a while. Double walking speed. I don't really think we need that, though. defense, petrification. I don't really have that much money on me, so I think I'll skip these relics for now.
Rooms 8 gil per night.
Also, chat, doesn't Otto in Final Fantasy 16 look a little bit like these people? Alright, let's be real with each other. Like, obviously he doesn't look one-to-one, but like, he's got the blue, he's got like a, what is it, a worker's outfit, he's got the same color beard and hair as well. I do feel that Otto was based a little bit off of him. Reveler says, I'm off to bed. Enjoy the rest of the stream, buddies. So he says, I haven't played Final Fantasy 16. No worries. That's all you need to know then. But yeah, he does look a bit like him. Oh, hello. You know what, chat? I do think it's probably worth wrapping things up. Unless you guys are like, no, please keep going for half an hour longer or something. Then I'm more than happy to do that. But if you guys are like, actually, I'm probably going to sign off in the next 5 minutes, then I'm more than happy to just round it up for here and then move on. That man on the couch has got a nasty look about him. There he is, yeah. Right. Ignore us and maybe we'll just disappear. Back off, Locke. That guy looks familiar. He comes and goes like the wind, swearing allegiance to no one. Hidden behind his wintry gaze lies a face known to none who live. Shadow is his name. I believe in Japanese he is called Kage, which is the word for shadow in Japanese. It's a poll. Do you want more stream tonight? Says Lee. Daryl says, I'm off. Good luck, Nico. No worries, Daryl. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you soon. Yeah, that's Shadow, all right. He's an assassin. He killed his own best friend for the right price. Oh, guess we'd better steer clear of him. And he's got a dog with him. Leave us. The dog eats strangers. So, yeah, he's got a dog with him as well, which is all we know for now. And he's got this nice little whistle theme to him as well. Can we name the doggo? No, we can't. He does have a name. I think she, actually. But, yeah, we should stop talking about that. I learned this sound here, right? I learned that apparently it's a little spring, and you put it under your lip, and then you hold it like this, and it's basically like, it looks a bit like a doorstop that you see sometimes in rooms. And you put it down your lip, and then you basically just hit it like this, and then it makes like a doing noise. And then, depending on how you shape your mouth, you can get like a doing doing ding 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 ding. That's basically the noise that they used for it. I have a feeling that Ennio Morricone was one of the first people to use that. Oh gosh, this bit again. Oh, there was a way how to play this. I think you need to be there before he is. Where's he going? Where's he going? Where's he going? The kid's stopping him. Do you see that, Chad? Is it this house? It is. Okay. Yeah, we need to somehow do something with that character, but I'm not entirely sure. I think we have to floor him first. We have 12 people says, yes, I am loving it. No worries. We'll keep going for a little bit then. I'm very fortunate. I work from home. So I can go to bed later and wake up later as well. So that works for me. Oh, it's called a juice harp, says Low Mode. Thank you so much. It's funny that they call it a harp, though. Oh, a Jaws harp. Okay. No worries. Right, let's try this. Can we somehow stop him? What if I just go in there? Okay, his merchant friend will be there first. Yeah, I do remember you had to I like beat him to the punch or something. I know that we need to talk to this guy, but he's not really cooperative. So we need to wait somehow do something with the cider or something. But it's very unclear what you're meant to do. Oh, right. Interesting. Yes, absolutely. Craftmedical1 says, also shout out to you, chat. I'm going to highlight this one. Shout out to you, chat. Lots of chat talking to each other and showing Nico the love and support. One of the best communities on Twitch. It is absolutely, without a doubt, one of the best communities on Twitch. I love it here. Oh, this kid, come on. No! No! We're screwed, chat. Right, let's just go inside, see what happens. Can we maybe take the cider first before he does it or something? Is that what we're meant to do? Yeah, so he just does his thing. Yeah, it's gone now. No worries, BST News. Enjoy the lurk. This is a bit confusing as to what we're meant to do. Honestly, chat, feel free to... You're now allowed to backseat this one. Because I'm a little bit confused as to what you're meant to do here. Archduke, no worries. I'm glad you're enjoying it here. Take a sip of my Tango. Oh, hold up. That's not the logo. Tango. Okay, let's try this. Let's beat him to the punch. See if that works. Right. Oh. Oh, you do this the cider next time you go through town. Yeah, okay. We'll skip that now then. Because I did remember you have to do something with the cider, but it was very confusing. Okay. We did talk to Kage... was it Shadow? We got nothing out of that. Also, I'm also going to give a quick shout out to... to the support that we've had over the last few months. If you weren't here before, we had an average of 73 viewers. Over the last 30 days. That is an insane amount of support. Thank you so much for checking BuddyGames out. We could be getting, to close to real partner hours, but we need to do a little bit of work for it. And also, no offense, obviously, I'm loving this stream, but the numbers obviously don't equate to that now. We've probably pulled it down quite a bit. So that is what it is. But yeah, we're still enjoy the support, and one day maybe we will get to that place. But yeah, the fact still stands. The support that we got was insane over the past few days. Oh, you know what you was going to say. Something about General Lit. Are you ready to lit? Oh, hold up. Oh, this is the letter quest. Maybe the richest man in town, but even that doesn't keep me from being startled. Yeah, there's a quest in this game with letters. So he's still working on it now, so we can't do that yet. That's probably akin to the cider mission. Yeah, we've been in this room. Rip real partner hours. Yeah, sorry, Liam. Should have not gone on a holiday. The people have spoken. They don't want to see me. Obviously, it's all bants. It's all bants. Don't worry. I don't mean that. Oh, a boat. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, okay. This ship isn't going anywhere. Also, I know you guys like water graphics and stuff, but look at this. Look at these water graphics. Look how simple it is, but still so effective. With the, you can see they've used a cloud texture that moves this direction. And then you see this little crackling in the water, which is meant to be the little ripples you see in the water. Wind Waker has that very obvious. And then you have which basically is the same as what they use for the lava in these games. And then you've got this little glitter effect on top of it as well, which reflects the sunlight in the game. Super cool. It's like, that's what I mean. Like, they could very easily make it super lush and all 3D and stuff, but obviously they want to keep the style intact, which you expect with these games. So, yeah. Yeah, we are getting very close to that, Jers. We need 22 more followers for that. As of right now, there's a very good chance that that might drop a little bit, but that's okay. We're just going to keep building and see where this all leads us. Maybe I need to go back to Figaro later. Let's try that, because I did see on the world map there are a couple more destinations we can go to. Like this one. Duncan! Dinner's ready. What's that smell? Oh, was dinner actually ready? These dishes, they're just like the ones he always used. This tea, it was his favorite. Rest for a bit? Yes, let's do that. Oh, it's the exact same as the as the original. That's so cool. Oh, you can rest in this bit as well if you want to. Yeah, this is what I meant, chat. Like, you press L1 or R1, you can change the character on the overworld. So let's change it to Terra, because I love Terra in this game. Could Sabin be living here? Oh, there's the old man. There's Duncan. Hey. Do you happen to know where I could find the man who lives here? Sure do. Left a couple of days ago. Soon as he heard Master Duncan had been killed, headed up into the mountains. They say Duncan's son, Vargas, is missing too. I don't like it one bit. Ooh, what could that mean? So we need to go into the mountains. Cool stuff. Like, right, let's see, where are these mountains? Ah, it's over there. Nice, nice. Liam says, jokes aside, we are getting... I'll just highlight this whilst I do the auto battle. says, jokes aside, we're getting closer and closer, and it's becoming a possibility. It's all very exciting and so shocking. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, it is genuinely the case. It could actually happen that we could hit partnership one day. This has been the closest we have been to that number so far. And obviously, viewer rate is also very good for us in general, because the more people watch, the more we can also request from key services. Legitimate key service, of course, but, you know, key services nonetheless, because they look a lot at what your averages are for views. So the higher that is, the more likely you can get keys and all that kind of stuff, which obviously you get cool stuff like what we did with the Monster Hunter stream, which we had a key provided by Capcom for. So yeah, always worth trying, I suppose. Soon, says Liam. He's very confident. You have to be confident, though, in this stuff. Otherwise, you will flop. Mount codes. I mean, right now, you get a key to leave fly. That's a good bonus. Yeah, but, Crash, that's the thing. He has nothing in it. He loves the minimalism in his flat. You know, despite Liam's eagerness, he's actually a man that doesn't need a lot. Isn't that right, Liam? Very, very simple man in his needs. He's simple with food as well. You could say he's fuzzy and picky, but, you know, if you just give him what he wants, he'll be happy. He really isn't that hard in what he wants. Because that's the thing with I love that we're just gossiping about him right in his face. But what is it? That's the thing also with Liam. Like, you could say, like, if he's picky, now you could be like, okay, if he was picky, then why wouldn't he be picky about, let's say, burgers or something? But he's not. Like, you know, if you give him a burger, 9 out of 10 times he will eat that burger. So you couldn't really call him fuzzy then either, or picky. It's just very, very simple. He just wants very simple things in life. Unless it's Tekken games, I always want the newest and best and all that times. Yeah, I am very much the same. TRG. It's the Sphinx returning. TRG. GG, thank you so much for the bits. And sewer levels. He definitely doesn't like sewer levels. We were playing... Rosie and I were playing a game recently. Yeah, that was it. We were playing Devil May Cry 5. We finished it, by the way, chat. Wonderful game. But there was also a big sewer level in that. Who could this man be? Right, let's heal the team. This is not looking good. There we go. Whereas for me, I'd say when it comes to food, I'm not picky when it comes to food itself. Like, I like a lot of different foods. What I am picky about is what I'm in the mood for. So, I like spaghetti. I like noodles. But if I'm not in the mood for spaghetti and you give me spaghetti, I could really much be like, I don't want to eat that right now. So, very ungrateful is what I am when it comes to food. Right, chat. I'm going to try to find the closest safe point, and I think I'm going to call it quits then for today. We've been going on for 3 hours then. And I think I've said what I wanted to say about the Pixel remasters by now. If you have any other questions about these games, just let me know now. Because I can't quickly add this into this stream. Ooh, hold up. Let's try this over here. Ooh, side attack. There we go. Let's see what's over here. Please, save point, please. I think there was a save point on this hill somewhere. I'm like that with mac and cheese. I either crave or never want to see it again. Yeah, no, I feel you. Absolutely. I've got that with a couple of foods as well that I really need to be in the mood for. Mashed potatoes is one of them. In particular, when you make a sauerkraut meal. I need to be in a very peculiar mood for that one. What else? Soup is another one. I've not been the biggest enjoyer of soup, personally. Except when I'm ill, then I would love some soup. Basically, when we have soup, we always need to have something with it for me. Like, it needs to have a loaf or something with it. Otherwise, I'm like, eh. Well, when I'm feeling icky or ill, then I love a soup. There we go. That's our end signal, chat. I'm going to save it over here for us and Rosie. Let's see. Okay, let's just heal everyone as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to use a tent for this situation. Just for... Oh, look at that tent. Look at how pink it... Do you think it's because depending on which character you pick, the tent will look different? Yeah, let me now save. Right, everyone, let's go to big screen. Let's go! Woo! Hold up, how was that done? Who did that? I'm confused now. Well, anyways, yeah, thank you all so much for watching our Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster stream that we have planned for a while now. Again, what is it? Final Fantasy V wasn't able to finish that on time. I hope you understand. But we have provided you guys with loads of cool streams. We've had the Japan Week. We've had, obviously, also the little intricacy streams that we've been doing as well. We've had a couple of days where we stream like 3 times a week. And we're just going to keep providing that way for a while. So, yes, it's been super busy for us. So I hope you understand that I didn't have all the time in the world to just play video games. So, yes, I'm going to quickly go through our socials now. Here they are. We have a couple of socials. We have a Twitter and an Instagram. Twitter is the best place if you want to stay up to date on BuddyGames, as well as our Discord. The Discord is a lovely community where everyone comes together, talks passionately about video games, but you can also share if you want your recipes or your food, or if you want to share something about music or games, music or anime you're passionate about, then that's another great place to go. I love sharing whatever video game soundtrack I'm listening to, so if you want to find some new soundtracks, then I'm your best man for that one, I suppose. Yeah, that's the thing that we do in the Discord. Instagram and TikTok is the best place if you want to see our cool shorts that we make for BuddyGames in portrait mode. They're highly edited. They're a lot of fun. I made recently one for International Track and Field. I know some of you guys have already seen that one. Do feel free to check that one out as well. It has Richie in it, our official second guest. Yes, it's true, Liam. That was our second special guest. I know you want to pretend he doesn't exist, but he does exist. And yes, we've got that one on that one. And we also have that on TikTok, which is basically a mirror version of that one if you prefer to see us on TikTok. Then we also have our VOD channel, which is the best place if you want to see our work that we've done in the past. You want to watch something in the background, or you're looking for some background noise. It's a great place if you just want to catch up with all of our other streams. We've done Final Fantasy XVI's demo, the amazing beginning of the video game. Of the game Final Fantasy 16. Liam and I played that one. That was a lot of fun. You can watch that one if you haven't... if you want to see more Final Fantasy content that we've done similarly to it. And we also have our main YouTube channel, which is primarily Rosie and Liam. But that was like loads of YouTube videos that we did like in Let's Play formats. And it's a little bit outdated for what we now do, based on our language choices and the kind of ways that we play here on BuddyGames. But it is still a wonderful time if you want to see that. I know some people were talking about watching the Monkey Island stuff in the Discord. So yes, there's loads of other things that you can do over there as well. So yeah, that's our socials. I also have the Book of Eternityyy
And it's a new jingle. Get used to it. And we have, for subs, we have Miss Donnie, Ironbur, the 13th Time Lord, and Guided by the Blood. Thank you so much for the subs. And for the bits, we have TRG Official, Kuraya, Archduke, the Crash Bandicoot 1, Miss Donnie, Girl on Fire, Revelove, Richie92, Bandit 7512, Low Mode, and Air Lane. And with that, the book is shut. I got good news for you all. Everyone is going to be back. Everyone is going to be back this Sunday for Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. Liam is going to be there. Rose is going to be there. And I'm going to be there too. It's going to be a lovely time. And then we also have Wednesday. Liam is going to be off then again. And we're going to look into see if we want to play either Final Fantasy VI again, or if we want to play a bit of Dark Cloud. So yeah, Rosie and I are going to play that one. So that should be a lot of fun as well. Let's see. I just need to quickly look for my notes if I got everything. Yeah, and obviously the bonus stream, I'll have to look into that and see if that would be applicable and stuff, if that's going to work out, because there's a couple of hiccups for that one. I also want to thank our moderators, Sangui and Lee, the Crash Bandicoot 1, for moderating our chat. Thank you all so much for helping out. And obviously, if you have been lurking in the background, as well as our chat, thank you all so much for checking out BuddyGames. Please consider following us because we're trying to grow the channel. So if you are looking in the background, then yeah, please consider that. But obviously, there's only so much that we can do. Anyways, we'll see you on Sunday, 1 p.m. BST, and Rosie and Liam are going to be back. So please look forward to that one. Bye, everyone.